Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel, and today I am super excited to share everything that I thrifted when I was up in Ohio a few weeks ago for a long weekend. So this was a whirlwind trip. It kind of worked out that I had 3 different events in one weekend. So my husband, 2 puppy boys, and I made the 10-hour trip up to Ohio, and it was kind of weird because it was the first time that we had actually been back up to Ohio since we moved to South Carolina a year ago. So even though we left very pleasant weather here to go up to snow, it was so nice to see a lot of people, and I was able to go to a conference that I helped plan, as well as a friend's baby shower, and I got to see all of my siblings. So it was a good, jam-packed short trip, but of course I did have to squeeze in going to 2 of my favorite thrift stores. So the first, I actually vlogged pretty much the whole thing. My mom and my sister Steph and I went to my favorite Goodwill, which is located in the town where I grew up, where my parents live. So I'll send you over to VoiceOver Alley and I'll show you everything that I got at that Goodwill. Alright, let's go to Goodwill. I miss this place. This clip makes the store look a lot bigger than it really is, but there was a lot of stuff on this day. For some reason, I felt like starting over in the pants, and I quickly found these Chicos, kind of like a light green pant. These were a size 2, which is smaller, I believe, than a 2X. They were an ankle cut, and I was interested in them, but I did not end up picking them up. Then next up, I found my first find of the day. This skirt was tucked in with those pants, and it actually was made well, and the blue tags were half off on this day, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. But then I did end up trading this skirt to my mom for some jeans, so I bought them, but she did take them. So she is gonna keep this very cute midi Madewell skirt, good basic. Then I found these really cute, like sage color Abercrombie and Fitch cargo style pants. They were half off. Pretty good size 10, so I did pick those up. Then I was checking out these very bright blue pants. This was my elementary school colors. These pants are from Joie, which is expensive but doesn't sell great. These were a size 14, so I was debating and I would have got them if they were half off, but I felt like the color wouldn't be for everyone, so I did leave them behind. For a very similar reason, I left behind these orange 100% linen Cynthia Rowley pants. I love selling pants like this in the summer, but I just didn't really like the color. Next up was another skirt tucked into the section. I really did like the print, and I was debating for a while. It was Urban Outfitters, half off, size small, but because it was a smaller size, I did decide to leave it behind. Now we have some more linen pants, and these are also from Joie. These were a size extra large, and I did decide to pick these up because I just felt like the print was so good for spring and summer and vacation. Then my sister Steph brought over some stuff that she found for me. She found this really pretty brown Madewell cardigan. It was full price at $5.29, but I felt like it was substantial enough to make that price worth it. I did also take this really cute Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren cottagecore peasant blouse that Steph found. Just so adorable, lots of stuff going for it. It was a size extra large, and it also was half off. Steph did also pull this Athleta cardigan for me. It was a very small size. It was an extra small, and it was full price. And I just wasn't very excited about it, so I did not pick this up. But thanks anyway, Steph. Oh, and Steph also did find this really cool sweater. I liked the asymmetrical ruffle hem. I think it was a really cute style overall. It was full price, but I did put this in my cart for a little bit, but I did end up putting it back because I just found so much other stuff. And this was from a brand called Pol, I guess, P-O-L. Not sure what that is. I think just a boutique brand. Then I went over to the purses just to see if there was anything fun. This purse stood out to me. It kind of gave me like Rifle Paper Company energy. It wasn't anything and it felt kind of cheap, so I did leave that. I also looked at this purse. I thought it was really cute for spring, but again, nothing really. And it was half off, but I didn't think I'd be able to sell it for very much. And then I also liked this purse. I felt like it was very Barbie, so if that was still trending, I probably would have picked it up. But I did end up getting this one for myself. I've been looking for just a cute little spring purse like this. It was in really good shape. It is vintage Cherokee, and I ended up picking it up for only $3.29, so pretty good. Then I went over to the jeans. I've become a lot pickier with jeans in thrift stores just because they often are the most expensive type of clothing. These J. Crew vintage straight jeans caught my eye. They were a size 27, but I don't think that hole was intentional, and they were full price at $7.29, so I would not have paid that much for J. Crew jeans in this size anyway. I did also find some Free People We the Free jeans in a good size 32, but they were very plain and I just don't think they would have really sold very well. And they were also full price at $7.29. Next, I did find some Madewell, which I did leave behind for full price. Paige is a pretty good brand to pick up. It does sit for a while, but I definitely was not going to pick up these because there was so much pulling. I didn't get these, but I just wanted to point out Wild Fable jeans are randomly so good. Like for yourself, look out for these jeans. They're so comfortable. But yeah, they don't retail for a ton, so usually not going to be worth it to pick up. I did take a second look at these overalls because I really do like to sell overalls, and these were pretty fun. The brand was nothing crazy though, Celebrity Pink. They were a good size extra large, but comps were not looking too good and they would have been $7.29. I did, however, pick up these jeans from Abercrombie & Fitch. The 90s Slim Straight Ultra High Rise is a great cut. These were tiny though, a size 26 or 2, but they had that crossover button, which is really trendy. These I was so excited to find. Pilcrow plus size white high-rise jeggings in great shape for half off. I know that exposed button fly is not super in right now, but I was happy to still get these. I found these Torrid jeans, and I think they're pretty old going from that tag, and I will pick up Torrid denim, but I am very picky with it, and I did not think that these were worth the price. Moving on to tops, I found this Wooden Ship sweater. This is a great brand. Doesn't resell as well as it used to, but I will always pick up a great quality piece. And this is such a good closet staple. And I did pay the full price of $5.29. I also picked up this Rag & Bone zip-up jacket, size large. It was with a women's, but this definitely is a men's jacket. This probably retailed for $300+. So like the last piece, I just could not leave behind such a high quality item. Then I went over to the dresses, and right at the front was this New with Tag mini dress from Soft Surroundings, size extra small. And I did leave that one behind, but then right behind it, probably from the same person, was another New with Tag Soft Surroundings, size extra small dress. But this one was a lot more substantial. It originally retailed for $150 and just was such a cute dress, I think. For some reason, I felt the need to show you this universal thread Target dress, but it is cute. I did get this Chico's dress. It is a newer dress, you can tell because it does have the size conversion. It's not overly exciting, but it's a great basic blue dress, and I believe that is a midi length. This one was probably not the smartest pickup because it was flawed, but I just could not leave this behind. I think it's so cool. Such a fun dress from Entro, which I do like to sell. It's one of my favorite boutique brands. We're gonna pass on this because a little too pricey. Barbie is a little over at this point, and it's just a medium, but that is cute. Honestly, slay. Love it. I love an embroidered. Ooh, I might keep this myself. How many blue crew necks does a person need? I have none that say San Francisco.
Exactly. This is vintage JCPenney.
Oh, that's pretty. What's the size? Small. What's the material? Acrylic. That is very cute. For $5.29. It pains me, but I'm gonna pass since it would sit for a while.
I just think this looks incredibly cozy. Eddie Bauer.
It is nice. A large. I would get it for Ryan if I thought he would wear it, but I don't think he will. But that, I mean, it's solid, but I have found a lot of stuff today, so I'm gonna pass. I went over to the bra section and I found this really nice bra. I feel like it was never worn and it was half off. And this is from the brand Cacique, which is definitely a solid seller. Another pickup I probably should not have made. I was really excited about this though, because it's pure Jill, size 2X, and it was like a quilted hoodie. But when I came home and measured it and compared to other listings, this has unfortunately shrunk, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna do. Then right before checking out, I quickly scanned some more sweaters, and I really liked this vintage red cardigan, but I did leave it behind for the full price. We've got another good wintry cardigan here from Woolrich. Again, I did leave that one behind. Oh, and I did check out the shoes, and there was nothing, so let's see what my mom and sister got.
Got these cute little pants. They have little cargo pockets, and they're like a thick corduroy, lightweight Shein. Is that how you say that? So
Yes, we support buying Shein from the thrift store, not the site.
Yeah, I don't buy it from the site. Never owned anything else from that brand. Got that. Got this great Ruth Ware book. One of the ones
Nice.
that I have not read. Supporter of Ruth Ware. So Steffi found this, but she didn't want it. It's actually a guy's sweater, but nice and cozy. And I got this cute sweater. Look how cute this one is. This is just Target, New Day.
We love
But
Target.
look how cute.
Very cute.
And last but not least, this is actually either for Sam or Steffi's boyfriend, fiance, sorry, whichever one will wear it. But it's nice. It's like all wool. Brand is Legendary. What does that say? By who?
Legendary whitetails.
Oh, white tails. Yeah, so I have no idea. But I thought it was nice. It's a corduroy collar, inside collar, and wool. That's
Nice.
it. What about you, Steph? Come on, man.
I think this is what I'm most excited about. The vest.
Very good staple.
I haven't owned a vest since,
Middle school.
yeah, probably. But it's not, it doesn't look like it's a great brand. Jiang's, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
It
cute
looks
though.
super cute on you.
I got this Old Navy dry fit. This is a blue tag, so it's half off. This is American Eagle little waffle knit.
Steph had the hardest time making this
I
decision.
did.
I think it's very cute.
I know. I just couldn't tell if I would wear it all the time.
That's very like,
You could wear that under something.
yeah, it's very
you
cute
know.
for Christmas too.
Yeah, I think it's very cute. I think I will wear it. I like red. Carly Jean Los Angeles, I think is what it is. Don't know what that is, but it's cute and it's like very,
Yeah,
Solid
it's very
feel.
like Free People vibes, I feel like.
yeah, and like, I don't know, it feels like well made. Like, it's not like the straps are gonna break or anything.
A lot of the boutique brands, they're not like super expensive, but they are solid quality.
Yeah. And then the last thing that I got was this. This was also half off. It's just this little, I haven't tried it on. I imagine it's just like slightly cropped. There's no brand on it, but there's like a materials tag. So does that mean it's Shein or I don't know.
Let's see.
The tag. This is the only tag.
No, that looks nicer than Shein.
So did I just?
You could look up the RN. Acrylic is comfy.
It is. That's all I got.
Be tough for me to have to.
Did you have fun at Goodwill?
Awesome. It was fun.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, I was super happy with everything that I was able to find at the Goodwill, but then the next day I was very, very excited because my favorite local Columbus thrift store called Village Discount Outlet, that I believe is just in Ohio. I think there's 3 locations, one up in the Cleveland area, one in Columbus, and then another in Dayton. These thrift stores are huge and they have so much good stuff. But the problem with this little chain of thrift stores is that the price tags are high, and I was disappointed to see that I think the prices have even gone up in the last year. So the problem at this thrift store is never, ever, can I find anything worth selling? It's, can I find anything that I can afford to resell? But it is a great place, I think, to shop for yourself. I've been able to get myself very high-end pieces for a much more affordable rate. So I would recommend going to shop for yourself. And of course you can find the deals, but it does take some work to dig through all the expensive stuff to find the little gems. But thankfully, I didn't have to search too hard on this day because it was a day where they had 50% off the entire store, which I think they do fairly regularly, but not super often, like maybe every 6 weeks or so. So it totally worked out that I was there on the day that they did 50% off the whole store. But because it was a Saturday, because the whole store was half off, it was pretty crazy, so I was not really able to do a full come thrift with me there. So I do have a big IKEA bag with me right now. So I believe I spent about $140 on all of these items, and the average cost of goods was right around $5.50, which is very, very good for this store, and I am so happy because I ended up getting a ton of new with tags items, and I'm trying to sell more new with tag pieces, more like perfect condition pieces, so I was very fine with paying that much money to get such good quality items. So up first we have, I think, like the only thing that I have not listed yet, and that is this pair of Lulu's wedges. Oh, and I should add too, I literally like only went in the blouse section because this thrift store is so massive, and especially because it was crowded, you kind of just have to pick your lane, like pick your section and stick with it. And we were probably there for about an hour and a half, and I like just finished getting through the tops, and I quickly scanned some of the sweaters and I pulled a few. They do have a whole shoe section that I did not even look at for 1 second, but they also do have some shoes scattered on top of other racks, and these are in perfect condition. I think they are new without tags because they have this like little plastic thing connecting them. And I just have to try to remove the price tag on the bottom. But yeah, they were originally $12, which is pretty good for this store, and they were half off of that. So I was very happy to pay $6 for some perfect condition, basically new Lulu's wedges. These I think were from my mom. These are just Madewell jeans. They are the perfect vintage jean, and they are a size 26. So I just threw them in this bag because I didn't talk about them in that Goodwill overview. Okay, now we're getting into all these tops. So first up we have a new with tags blouse from Talbot's, and this is a size extra large. I do not think this will sell anytime soon. It's extremely Christmassy, but I think it is so cute. I think it will do well come like November. I'm loving selling the kind of more mature mall brands, especially when I can get them new with tags. A lot of these items I'm expecting to sell for maybe between $25 and $40, which I'm extremely happy with. I love selling items in that price point. We have another new with tag item here. This is Denim and Flower by Ricky Singh. So this actually is a men's item. It just was mixed in with the women's stuff. And I do see this brand fairly often at the thrift store, but a lot of times it's just not worth picking up. Like it's pretty worn, or it's not a good size or whatever. The brand is not uber expensive. Like this shirt retailed for $44, but it is a size extra large and it is new with tags. And I think it is a really cute like cruise, beach vacation, whatever kind of top. Now we have a really cute top, I think, from We the Free People. I'm for sure pickier with a lot of the free people I pick up now. I don't pick up stuff that is super simple. And I did find a lot of it at this store, but most of it was priced too high. But this I thought was a pretty fair deal. I probably ended up paying like $6 or $7 for it. And I just feel like it is a really cool, kind of more artsy way to wear a flannel. So like many of these pieces, probably will not sell until fall, but I do think it was worth picking up. And this is a size medium, if I didn't say, which is a pretty good size for free people. Now we have one that I actually did get to keep, but I figured I probably would not really wear it that often, so I might as well sell it. And that is this adorable blouse from Cabby. Cabby I'm quite picky with because a lot of it does sit forever, but I'm pretty sure this is a newer piece and I just love it. Like I love everything about this top. I love the mock neck. It has really pretty flowers embroidered all over it. I actually have a very similar dress that I've had forever that I probably will have until it falls apart, but I just didn't love the length of this on me because it's like a little bit long to tuck in, but then it like hits kind of unflattering on me like at my hips. And I just don't really wear blouses that much anymore, but still very happy about that. I probably would have picked it up anyway, even if I wasn't thinking I'd keep it. Next up, very bread and butter. We've got a Torrid long sleeve blouse. It's a size 2X. Torrid is like many brands, just trying to be a little bit pickier. So if this was like a short sleeve, I would not have picked it up, but I think I got this for like $4 and it's in perfect condition, solid style, good size 2X. Really happy about this one. I think this is one that they actually had originally marked up really high and then it didn't sell, so then they marked it down. That's probably how a lot of these were, honestly. But this is Barber, which is absolutely a Bolo brand, and it's not a brand that I find hardly ever. I think I've actually only found it at this thrift store. But yeah, this is new with tags. It says it retailed for $110, and I love it because it says it's the Barber Safari shirt, cloud sunflower print, and it is a size 6. So extremely easy to list. Another reason that I am very much enjoying listing a lot of new with tag items. But it's so cute. I think it would be a great spring top, so hopefully this sells soon. Very, very good quality piece. Another new with tag top, and this is from Loft, and it is a size small. So cute for spring, I think, and I found a really good stock photo that really helps the metallic threads, the gold kind of metallic threads, pop out. So the sleeves are a little bit sheer and they've got some really nice detail. Just love everything about this top. If this was my size, I probably would have kept it. But of course, the fact that it's new with tags, amazing. Love all the colors. Love, love, love. I think that will do pretty well. Might not sell for much more than like 28 since it is Loft, but still very happy with that. So this is probably the one thing I picked up that I wish I would not have, but we'll see. I might end up keeping it myself. So this is from Club Monaco and it's a size medium. I picked this one up really last second, like right before I got in line. So I think if I would have looked at it a little bit longer, I would not have picked it up. But I saw Club Monaco, very expensive, high quality brand, and I loved the look of this. And then I looked on the inside and it is 66% merino wool. So a lot of good things going for it, but I just am not quite sure how to list the condition because this part here feels very tight, like it feels very matted, and I'm not sure if that's how it was originally supposed to be. And I think there might be a little bit of shrinkage, but not too bad. So I don't know, I might try it on and I might just keep it myself because I do think it's really cute. But yeah, I'm just not quite sure what exactly the condition truly is. I love this jacket. This is from Abercrombie & Fitch, one of my favorite brands to sell right now. I love houndstooth. It's one of my favorite prints of all time. And this is a great thickness, I think, for like either early fall or late fall if you're in the South, and you could totally wear it all the way buttoned up or open. So I think just a great classic piece here that probably will not sell until like September. Next, we've got a very bread and butter piece. This is from Fig and Flower and it's a size medium. So Fig and Flower is an Anthropologie brand and I'm not sure if they even still make it anymore. This is probably not super recent, but I think it is just like a classic boho style. And I have sold very similar shirts to this in the past from Fig and Flower, and they don't bring in a lot. I probably won't get more than like 22 to 25 for this. We'll see. I get very impatient and I start sending like big offers. If I was more patient, I could probably sell things for a better amount of money, but I do really like the print and I think this would be so cute for spring. Now we've got another sweater I picked up last second. I saw the tags and got very excited. So this is new with tag from BDG, which is an Urban Outfitters brand, size medium. You definitely do want to be picky with Urban Outfitters and BDG, but this is a quite substantial sweater. I think I was able to find a stock photo, and of course the fact that it is new with tags was amazing. So this originally retailed for $70 and I think will do quite well come fall. So I don't wait to list things anymore, or at least I try not to. I just go ahead and list, and then these things that will probably be sitting around until fall or even next winter, I just go ahead and relist, and I don't really have a problem with that. I use Posture VA, which I feel like I've never really talked about. I think a lot of people use Posture VA who sell a lot on Poshmark, but I would absolutely recommend it. It has changed my life because it shares, it sends offers, it relists, it does a bunch of other stuff too that I probably don't take advantage of. And if you do happen to be new to reselling or you've never tried Posture VA before, I believe I do have some kind of discount link in my description. Okay, more new with tags, another cute blouse for, I would say, spring or fall. This is from J. Crew. It's a size extra small, and this just shows that you should not turn your nose up at some of the factory pieces because this is J. Crew factory and it retailed for $90. So you can still get some solid money, I think, especially when the pieces are this cute and new with tags. So love the pattern. I love the little like necktie detail. I think that absolutely gives it a little something extra. So hopefully a solid 28 to maybe even 35 there. I think I listed a lot of them for 35, so probably we'll get more like 25 to 28. Here's one I really like. This is one of the only non-new with tag items. So this is from J. Jill, and it's a size medium. It is a really cute navy blue tunic top, and it has all this really pretty floral detail embroidered on, and then the back is just plain. I might borrow this to wear in a video one day because I feel like it would look really pretty on camera. More new with tags, more fall vibes. This is American Eagle. It's a size medium, and this top originally retailed for $45. Very, very soft and comfy. If this was not new with tags, I probably would have immediately put it in my closet because I do really like this kind of like baby doll cut, and it is so soft. So if you wore this on Christmas with some leggings, you would be good to go. Okay, next up we've got one of my favorite brands to wear and find, but I never ever find it, and that is Sundance, and this is a size medium. Sundance is a great high quality bohemian type of brand, and I do really like this tunic top. I wish it was like a little bit more substantial. If this was a dress, I would have been a little bit happier, but I am always happy to get this brand for a decent price. So it's got this really pretty gold embroidery on the sleeves as well as around the neck, and then also like kind of down the chest area with these tassels. And for being white, there are no stains or anything, so that is fantastic. And another reason why I love this store is because occasionally I'll find something with a decent flaw, but most of the time the pieces are either perfect, new with tags, or like a really tiny flaw. So I don't know where they get all their items. I think they must buy them from like Clothes Mentor and places like that, because I just cannot imagine like a ton of people are donating this quality of items. Next up, we've got another new with tag piece. This is from J. Jill. I do prefer to stick with larger sizes with J. Jill, but this is such a nice piece. I love it. It's so flowy. It's a great lightweight top for spring. And of course, the fact that it's new with tags and originally retailed for $100, I was not going to pass it up for probably like $6. More new with tags. This is White House Black Market. It is tiny. It's a size extra small, but it was pretty cheap, I think. And the original retail was $100. And I do think it's real cute. It is an off the shoulder boho style top. It's got some cute bell sleeves. Now we have something that has sold already. So this is new with tag from Talbot's. It is a size petite extra large, and it is this really pretty sweater vest. So this actually sold just last night in a bundle with 2 other items, but the other 2 items were things that were from my personal closet. So I would consider them to have a zero cost of goods because I did wear them. The bundle sold for $55, and yeah, since I didn't really have money into the other 2, I kind of sold this for $55. So very happy about that. I gotta put that to the side to package up. Okay, next up we have a really pretty Free People top. Like I said, I am trying to be a little bit pickier, but I love this one. It's got an adorable toile print on it. I love that. It's got big billowy sleeves, very oversized. This is a size small, and I would say probably up to potentially an XL, 2XL could wear this. It is very oversized. Here we have a top from Garnet Hill. It is tiny. It's a size 0. But one, I really did like the design of this. I think this is really cute for fall, but I believe this is 100% silk. So that was the main reason I did get it. Yeah, 100% silk and in perfect condition. I don't often find silk that is in excellent condition, so I was not going to pass that up, and I think they had that marked pretty well. Okay, just a few more and I'll save one of my favorite ones for last. Another great fall piece. This is from Anthropologie. It is their By Anthropologie line, their main line. Very cute, and I was able to find a stock photo, and this does come with a belt, and the belt is actually there, which is also rare, I feel like, for me to find. Super cute, and it is like a thinner sweater material, so I feel like I could get a little bit more for this one, maybe around $35. I do have another pair of jeans that I think maybe were in the wrong spot, or I was just able to see them pretty quickly. These are new with tag, Judy Blue. These are the girlfriend fit, and they are a size 11 or 30. Judy Blue is a pretty solid seller. I feel like maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago, it would fly out of your closet for like solid $40. These have been listed for a couple weeks and they have like maybe 1 like on them, so definitely not as popular as they used to be, but I still think that these will sell for a solid probably $30 eventually. And then lastly, we have such a cool piece. I was gonna pick it up no matter what. I did quickly look it up and the value is a lot higher than I would have originally thought. So excited about that. But this is a Harry Potter flannel, and there are so many cool details on this. So it says Mischief Managed on the pocket. This collar says Hogwarts, and then there's like an H on this other one, and it's all embroidered on. And then the back says, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. This is a collab with Harry Potter, the brand, and Cakeworthy, and this is a size 2XL. Cakeworthy is a brand that I would imagine most of us are not going to come across super often, but definitely be on the lookout for it because a lot of the pieces do sell quite well. I saw several solds for this particular flannel for $100, and they have all kinds of different styles. They have other Harry Potter flannels, and they also have collabs with like a lot of other Disney kind of stories as well as like Marvel maybe. So they are really unique pieces, and it would be awesome to have this and wear it to like Harry Potter World or something like that. And of course, fantastic size being a 2XL, and this feels like it was never worn. So I'm very, very happy about that. And I did list this for $100. I'm very happy to take really anything over like $60. So hoping for a good sale there. But again, like most of these, very fall vibes, so probably will sit for a while. But overall, I think I had a fabulous thrifting weekend. It was so fun to not only be up there for all the events, but to be able to go to some of my favorite thrift stores as well. And I will also be going back up in May and August for some weddings, and we're going to be driving, so I will absolutely be thrifting a bit up there. I love living in the South, but the thrifting, I would say, is a little bit better in Columbus. But if you like this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help my channel out a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!